fellow travelers and music lovers. We are here in Vienna. We have a lot of really interesting facts about Vienna. The snow globe was accidentally invented here. The Pez dispenser was invented here. Vienna is also home to the oldest zoo in the world, as well as the famous Academy of Arts, which actually rejected Hitler as a student not once, but twice. This cathedral is an icon of Vienna. Its walls bear witness to the lives of many famous musicians, one of them being Joseph Haydn. There was also Vivaldi, Schubert, Salieri, Mozart, and Beethoven. Mozart moved from Salzburg to Vienna, admiring Haydn. Beethoven came from Germany to learn from Haydn as well and develop his own musical style. Haydn was actually quite a prankster. While he was studying in the choir, he actually cut off a fellow member's ponytail, and for that he was publicly caned in the streets. When Haydn died, he was such a massive fan of Mozart, and Mozart's Requiem was played at his funeral. It was amazing being in the cathedral because while I was in there, there was an actual choir singing in the places where Beethoven and Mozart and all of these other famous classical composers would have been. It was unreal. I've never seen anything like that. So it was something really special and just an incredible thing to hear. So I'm in a place that's a little bit unconventional. I haven't seen a lot of tourists here. What's special about this place? This is actually where Mozart lived for only 2 weeks. He had a clash with his employer from Salzburg. He decided to quit and he became a freelance artist, which is kind of a dream for lots of artists. So of maybe a dozen different apartments that Mozart would have lived in, there's only one that remains, and it is just right over there. So he lived there from 1784 to 1787. Some of the happiest years of his life, really. But I'm gonna go inside and have a look around. So I just came out of the apartment. That is where Mozart composed the Marriage of Figaro. Basic takeaway from Mozart, he's a typical musician, really. He moved away from home, quit work to go traveling, and moved here to be a freelance artist. He made a ton of money, but he spent it all on gambling. Loved fashion, loved cards, loved billiards, loved everything that was extravagant. He was a baller of his time, man. He also used to throw a lot of concerts in his living room. Among those attending would have been like some of the most elite people in all of Vienna. Haydn was quite frequent in Mozart's house. It's even rumored that Beethoven might have attended a couple of those concerts. This is where Beethoven's 7th Symphony was played, and I am in awe of how beautiful this room is. It's also where Haydn's 76th birthday was celebrated just a year before he died. I'm speechless. So my time in Vienna is almost over now. I couldn't even get to all the things I wanted to. There's just so much to cover. It's just the tip of the iceberg. I also forgot to mention that obviously Vienna is not only home to classical composers. I don't know if you remember a song called Rock Me Amadeus. That was by a pop musician in the 1980s called Falco. He actually grew up here in Vienna. Today's local music scene is a little bit more electronic. Loads of DJs, underground clubs, that kind of thing. It's kind of weird when you think about it, but all of these classical composers now it's just overrun by DJs. Cool contrast, I think. So something that I have learned about Vienna that I think is like one of the coolest things ever is that a majority of the classical composers who came here were travel nuts, like me. Mozart spent almost more than half of his life traveling around Europe. Next stop is Salzburg.